Now, we've talked about China's college entrance exam and how it's been a social institution for over 1,000 years. But there is another social institution that's been a part of Chinese culture for far longer and might be dismantled through reform. That's China's Hukou system. Now, unlike in the US or most countries in the world where you can just pack up and move, in China, moving away from the place of birth is often a difficult process that involves a lot of paperwork. Your pension plans, social security, eligibility for education, health insurance are all tied to a household registry. So for those migrant workers who leave their farms to work in the cities, often have as much benefits as an illegal alien working in the States. However, according to a Weibo post that cites an article from the Wall Street Journal, Beijing might be looking at dismantling the Hukou system to break down the divide between the rural and the urban so that wealth is distributed more evenly. Not everyone on Weibo were supportive of the idea. Let's take a look at some of their comments.
It's not that easy to make such a reform. There are too many people in China. If the government wants to reform the system, it would take at least a few decades. I don't know how other people feel about the issue, but when I look at it, it seems that it's very easy for farmers to move to the cities and settle down, but very hard to do so in the big first-tier cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou. I think the government is planning to open up the smaller cities so they can absorb more population, but the megacities are already at full capacity, so they will be very difficult to move to. I don't care much for city dwellers. What I want to know is, will rural Hukou go up in value once rural land use is reformed? I think the article only scratched the surface. Right now, the way the country is managed and how profiles are kept are entirely intertwined with the Hukou system. If we can't find another system to replace it, then any reform would be difficult. Hukou is only valuable because of the benefits it provides. If we can separate the benefits from the Hukou system, then we won't need it anymore. We can use our ID cards instead.
The Hukou system, or family registry system, was already in existence as far back as the Zhou dynasty more than 2,000 years ago. Some scholars speculate that the origins go back even further to the Xia dynasty, another 1,000 years before that. The Hukou system functions as a way for central governments to tally the population and provide a way to collect taxes. However, over the years, it has become a method of population control as it prevented mass migrants of rural farmers from entering the cities. The rationale is that with China's huge rural population, a mass migration to any one city will result in structural collapse. The Chinese government have not provided any plans of how they will reform the Hukou system, and no one is yet sure of what far-reaching consequences it would have in the future.